Right, good evening. So, of course, another one, another time, another evening, we are back to you on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Obviously, there's a lot of discussion in the last few hours. A lot of things have gone on. Like Enzo Maresca post pre-match press conference, Ipswich Town had a discussion. We'll talk about that into detail. We're explaining certain decisions that he made in the lead up to that game against Fulham. Speaking about how the Fulham game has affected them, but Enzo Fernandez has done something for me that's very, very important for a player of his caliber. We'll talk about that also. And in the last few hours, the Globe Awards also Akoso, obviously, Lamine Yamal, Hubomo, Real Madrid, Hubomo, Cristiano Ronaldo was somewhere in there talking about the Saudi Pro League and what it means to world football. We'll discuss all of that. And of course, we'll do the details for the English Premier League, have conversations around Chelsea's next game against Ipswich Town, the details and what goes into it. On Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, like we've always said, if you've not subscribed to the channel, you should subscribe to the channel and then turn your notifications. Send a content be a drop here. You are first to have it. I mean, I know that there is a lot of morale down from people. Obviously Chelsea Lucy against Fulham. No, people are not too interested in going on to go and do the job. I'm too interested to enjoy analysis, but it doesn't matter. We'll have the conversation, around Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So let us get straight into it. First of all, where do we start from? Where do we start from? Should we start from Global Awards, And I say yes, starting every the conversation around Barcelona not being able to go on and then register Branty Fenny, Dani Olmo in January before we go to the Chelsea matter. Let us go to Dani Olmo, NFC Barcelona. So as we know, Barcelona is supposed to register Dani Olmo, re-register him in January. As it stands now, Barca have failed at their latest attempt to try and register Dani Olmo. Almost struggled to register Dani Olmo. And yet good news for them. The player NNA Papani and the entourage have been clear. Said Dani Olmo have to be registered for January. Now, according to Jacob's Ben, I'll read out to you. Jacob's Ben said Barcelona have lost an appeal in the precautionary registration of Dani Olmo for the rest of the season. It means Olmo may not be able to play for the club in January 1, since in registering him, Barcelona would be in breach of La Liga's wage cap rules. So it's about the wage cap rules. So Barca register a branch of Dani Olmo for the first part of the season. But as the season goes, you're supposed to revise with some of them because of the wage, any signing money or Barca's revenue matched against the wages of their players, and whether it is too much. And like we always say, or I say, the 1:1 rule. Spain, and he goes on, he says, La Liga says none of the necessary conditions for adoption of an interim measure to register Olmo until summer 2025 have been met. Barcelona have filed a new appeal to the magistrate court, which is due to be heard on Monday. Barcelona will try and do that and register Abrantia, your friend Dani Olmo. Barca wants to make sure that they register Dani Olmo. In the last few hours, some of you have been telling me that Chelsea have to buy a striker. So we are back to the striker conversation, babe. Mr. Oha, should Chelsea buy a centre back or Chelsea should buy a striker? Centre backs, in Thomas Arao is there. I mean, you are talking about some of the guys from Bournemouth, Zakan Nimo also in there. We are talking about a lot of, we spoke about Lekiba also from the French League. These are all top centre backs that are there, possibly can be bought for both Chelsea and these are things that can happen. Of course, with respect to the attackers, Chelsea in the summer spoke to Samuel Maradion. You know how happened to Samuel Maradion in here. Samuel Maradion, a Chelsea player. And then the conversation around Victor Osimhen, and then the next one around Victor Gyökeres, who should Chelsea go on and sign. But then even before that, and then Globe Awards, Akoso. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo was there. He has been awarded as the greatest goal scorer of all time. I think that is well deserved of Cristiano Ronaldo. Because in the history of the game, if we are looking at numbers, not even the great Pele. So yeah, not even the great Pele and what the numbers when it comes to goals. Nobody gets close to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, after that, Cristiano Ronaldo in a presser said some things about the Saudi Pro League. Obviously, he was going to say positive about the Saudi Pro League. Cristiano said the Saudi League is better than League One, of course. France only has Paris Saint-Germain. The rest are finished. Try to sprint in 38, 39, 40 degrees weather and see. Talking about the difficulty of the Saudi League comparing to the Paris Saint-Germain. Essentially, Cristiano Ronaldo, the French League are as the Farmers League over there. Of course, Thibaut Courtois, we need a goalkeeper of the year or Globe Awards. Then, of course, Vinicius Jr., a winning award. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo spoke about him. Ronaldo said, Vini Jr. should have won the Ballon d'Or. In my opinion, it was clear. It was unfair. This is why I love Globe Soccer Awards. They are very honest over the best player at the Globe Awards. They come out Vinicius Jr. Of course, like I did say earlier, Real Madrid winning the Club of the Year. The Middle East Club of the Year come out in. Of course, Middle East Coach of the Year come out Jorge Jesus. Best Sporting Director come out Piero Osilio for the Sporting Director over there, for the best Sporting Director over there for the Globe Awards. And a lot of them, Cristiano Ronaldo spoke very well about a lot of things. I say I love Manchester United. I want the best for them. The problem is not the coach. It's different. Of course, that's exactly what Cristiano Ronaldo, because Ruben Amorim and a problem of Manchester United, that the problem goes beyond that. So today, two major things have happened after Barca's conversation, after Real Madrid's conversation. Obviously, Enzo Maresca, I had a pre-match press conference for Ipswich Town for over the weekend, or possibly on Monday. Now, there were major things. You say, Obia a Chelsea into striker. So, in a couple of months ago, Chelsea have been linked with a striker or English Premier League. Now, they are linked with two strikers in English Premier League. One of them, Brighton and Hove Albion for Brentford fan Evan Ferguson. Now, the boy is from Ireland, top player, and he fits the profile that Chelsea wants. Like we've always said, Chelsea wants a big, bulky box occupier, aerial duel player, or aggressive or boxing. Chelsea pesa kind of player. No pesa player, no player. One was man. In the box, they can spam some crosses and hopefully he gets onto the end of things. Obetima bully center backs kakra, obetima aggressive kakra, well a little bit combative or boxing. Of course, in the summer, it was Victor Osimhen, it was Victor Gyökeres, it was Samuel Maradona, it was John Duran. None of them was officially arrived at Chelsea. Now Chelsea will have to move on from these players and then find somebody else or fit how they want to play. And obviously, after Evan Ferguson, one other player at Chelsea, and he didn't come on recently, Brentford friend Liam Delap, the son of Roy Delap. And this is a player who worked under Enzo Maresca, I think for 1 to 2 years or so, at the City developmental team, I don't know. And a Brentford friend Liam Delap, and Enzo Maresca, didn't come on now. When he worked for Enzo Maresca, then Enzo Maresca, because he's your Liam Delap, Eboma Ipswich Town, he has gone on, he has had conversations with him. And what is happening is that a friend of Enzo Maresca, today on the pre-match press conference, he was spoken to by Enzo Maresca, and this is what Maresca said about Liam Delap. Also, he's a fantastic player. We spent 1 year together. He scored 24 goals. This is a very good striker. He works hard off the ball and on the ball. He understands the game and he can score goals. He can be an important player for England going forward. When Enzo Maresca was asked about Liam Delap. Now, Enzo Maresca was at pre-match press conference now. He explained, said, and yet just not him at Wikipedia and or drop it for technical reasons. And I'm thinking that because Obeka in the last couple of months, Noni Madueke was warned in the media, I think before one of those games. Then the next one was against the Aston Villa game, also warned again. Now, when the two of them, Noni Madueke, Enzo Maresca warning, I'm hearing that there was something that he didn't do again in training. That's what Enunti and Enzo Maresca, Amana Mbamba boss against Fulham. And Enzo Maresca did clarify that. I said, not only Noni Madueke was out, Renato Veiga was also not in the squad. The reason is exactly the same for both of them. For sure, the competition has to be higher. That's what I want. Talking about the players, any their efforts in training. And Enzo Maresca did clarify that, said, it wasn't just Noni Madueke and or dropping for non-performance. There were games and in recent times. Say he wants more from the players, and then they need to do that. Now, I saw something from Enzo Fernandez Instagram, and I think that I've been very, very much bought and impressed. Now, Enzo Maresca, Instagram, and I say, we don't hide. We don't hide. We don't hide. We go again on Monday. Monday, we go again. That's what Enzo Fernandez, sorry, Eric got on Instagram. Of course, off the back of the recent results that Chelsea had against Team, your friend of Fulham, I mean, a result that was not favorable. People really were heartbroken. Chelsea, like I said, wanted to go on and then win games on not a good one. Now, what you don't know, what we do not know for certain is Enzo Maresca is a coach who demands complete professionalism. In fact, what you are hearing is that Enzo Maresca, any boys still on. But most I say in recent times, but some of the boys have taken his leniency to be a weakness. Just that he's been nice with them on your drag. They are taking it to be too nice. And Enzo Maresca, what you are hearing for League Kigel, and he said he has been hard, reaffirmed the stance on being hard and tough on them. Say he will not allow any player to be lackadaisical or games normal ball or matches when he's not going to allow them. Professionalism at Kobe. Sources talking about fair but firm culture that he has created. Enzo Fernandez over there. Like I said, Enzo Fernandez essay. We go again on Monday. According to Enzo Maresca, our pre-match press conference, still, or say Kenan Drisby or Lepra and into another part of the team in the game against Fulham. Or no, they were proud. Or say Noni is in contention after said Oman Noni City out against Fulham. No, or say Noni in contention to play in a game against Ipswich away. Or say Noni Beba to come and play inside game. No, and Onimse Noni reacted well time of dropping against I think Villa also, and he's expecting him to react well again this time. He wants complete, total seriousness in games, not players that are only like a daisical teams. And Noni Madueke's absence from Chelsea squad today was due to a technical decision, not an injury. Enzo Maresca didn't feel or see the players playing with pressure. We don't prepare the game thinking about the table. I don't think the results against Everton and Fulham have been about pressure, Enzo Maresca said. Or say a bad feeling for the kind of games any name also inside game against team your friend Fulham. Obviously, so on Monday, some matches not because of the game against team your friend Ipswich Town is going to go on, and Chelsea are going to go in there to try and get some results, some good results this time on matches. Go for Rebecca, Chelsea and Tom in Kuku in January, no got to strike. I think that's something that they will look at if Kuku really wants to go. And then, according to Center Red Devils, now almost say Manchester United have made an offer for Nuno Mendes, and the player is said to be keen on joining Ruben Amorim. As things stand, Nuno Mendes wants to leave Paris. Amorim or a Portuguese, less like Ruben Amorim, and then he may fancy going to go and play in the in playing for team your friend of Manchester United. Momo Salah, of course, after delivering quality and the number of goals and assists per season, Momo Salah has been brilliant. For me, I think that he's the best African to play in the English Premier League. I mean, you can mention whichever name. For me, I think it's Mohamed Salah. He has been brilliant in the games that he has played in for team your friend in Liverpool. And a lot of credit to our brand your friend Mohamed Salah in there. Of course, the last few hours, Ruben Amorim also in a pre-match press conference. So Manchester United manager cannot be comfortable. I know the business that I'm in. I know if we don't win, I know that every manager is in danger, and it's like that. I am here full focus. Difficult moment is part of football. I knew this was going to be tough, and we are working on it. Mikel Arteta on January signings. If something unbelievable is there and the club are willing to do it, then I will consider it, but will not force too much. And slot on Salah, as long as they keep performing like this, the manager, the head coach, I have to say, is happy with them. Nothing really matters. Talking about Anslot, obviously, Bukayo Saka, Arsenal spoke about him. I say, you look at this history in 6 years, it's incredible. It's very difficult. Oh.